This is Nawaz Kochra joining you on screen, and guess where I am? Yes, we are on the sets of Bigg Boss 19 and I'm going to take you inside the house. This year, the theme is democracy and we are very excited to see what the house entails. Let's go. Welcome to the palatial abode of Bigg Boss 19. We are standing here in the garden area, and what I really like about it this season is that the space is wide open. Unlike last year where there was a pathway in between and it divided the garden area into two, this year there is a lot more space, which only makes me curious to look forward to the task, because given so much space, there is going to be some amazing serious tasks that are going to happen in this area. So stay tuned to witness what's in store for all of us. But what I also like is the wooden influence, the cabin in the wood theme that is so beautifully infused into the show. While last year there was a Trojan horse right at the entrance of the washroom where the contestants were seen chilling, this year it is this fantastic cozy space where you will see them hanging out. But one drawback of this area is the tree above, because there is a lot of, leaves and dust that you see falling. While the atmosphere in the show is often intense, this is the space where the contestants usually chill around. And what's also very interesting this time is that there are these small pockets or seating areas which are located everywhere, which makes me wonder that are these meant for, the small group sessions to happen? Is there a lot of groupism that we are also going to see this season? I'm here in the bathroom section of the house, and like last year, this place has a very similar vibe. The design also, I don't think so, has changed much, especially this chandelier above me is something that had elements from this last year as well in the house. And what is also interesting is the centerpiece here is the same what we had last year, and the theme is not, the design has not been changed too much compared to the styling, because this year also the design of the house is inspired by a cabin in the jungle, is why we are seeing a lot of wooden motifs and a lot of influence of raw wood in the house. So this is the walk-in wardrobe that we have in the house this year, and again, like last year, this is also very similar, just that this year I feel the space is very less. So these cupboards are also similar to what were there last year, but again, while the theme, the color is different, what's interesting is that I am spotting a lot of secret doors in the house this time, especially this space where we are standing. There is one right here and there is one secret door at the entrance, which will be interesting to see how it is incorporated in the game going further. Welcome to the living space of Bigg Boss 19. We are here in what looks like an assembly room, but this is not all of it. This is the usual space, the living room where the contestants usually sit for the weekend ka war episodes. And this is where usually the entire drama, the action happens. This is where they hang out. But this year there is a lot more element. You see a lot of animal references and animal influences also, given the design is inspired from a cabin in the woods. So if you remember, the last season, the living area had a huge motif of an elephant, which was the seating area. But this time it is a signature piece, which is a huge chandelier like this. And once again, what this brings to the game is something we will only explore after the 24th of August. This is the secret door number 3, but every year what we see is this is the door from where either contestants exit or the guests come inside the house. So the secret around this door is not so much from the other two that we've seen so far. Yeah, we spot another secret door in the house. This is secret door number 4, and once again we don't know what is this going to do in the game, but only time will tell. Remember the last season wherein the first week the contestants were hungry for the first 10 days because they had used up the entire ration of the house. And if you remember the emotional breakdowns that they've had, that was in the kitchen area, which I see is very interesting this year. Okay, and you know what is nice about this space is it's smaller this year, a lot more compact, and very interesting also because so many people in the house with a small space like this. It will be interesting to see what it brings to the store. Welcome to the space that invites the calm that stirs up the storm later in the day. This is the bedroom section of the Bigg Boss 19 house. And from what I see is the arrangement, the sleeping arrangement, because there is one bed that can accommodate 3 people. There is no single bed this time that I see in the house, which is again always an issue with the contestants. So what that also adds to the problems is something very interesting to see. And other very important observation this season is that there is no jail in the house. This year there is a lot of open space in the bedroom, and I also see some other washrooms that are situated in the bedroom. The bedroom has a sleeping capacity of 17 contestants, and once again it's a cabin in the woods, so there is a lot of antique vibe given. This beautiful door that calls you out right from the entrance is the storeroom of the Bigg Boss 19 house. This is the room where the contestants get their weekly supplies of food, fruits, and all the necessary items that they require through the game. And this year we have 2 secret doors in this room. While there is no jail in the Bigg Boss 19 house, the highlight of this season is this assembly room. Now, what happens here is, like we've told you earlier, this year the contestants might probably be divided into 2 different teams. This is where all the debates will happen, the important discussions, and the Ghar Walon Ki Sarkar is what will actually function from this very room. And to be very honest, it's one of my favorite spaces on the show this time. So it will be very interesting to see. But once again, this room also has a secret door, which we don't know what will it contribute into the game. But having said that, this season is going to be very interesting, and like we told you, there are 17 contestants that might probably be staged here. It will be very, very interesting to see what they all bring to the table. So this was the fascinating space of Bigg Boss 19 that we've just witnessed. The season goes live on 24th August, and it is going to be a digital first season this year, coming on Jio Hotstar.